couple of fellas just went viral for, they're two guys, they seem to be very good friends in some kind of romantic relationship, and they have acquired a baby somehow, obviously not the natural way, and they just posted pictures of that baby's first birthday for social media clout.
Wow.
Kyle, you want to sit on my shoulder? Oh my gosh, you're so tall. You want to sit on my shoulder? Wow. No. Kyle, look at all your balloons. You love it? Do you love it?
So the guy, for those of you who are only listening to this right now, the one guy has really long bleach blonde hair. He's wearing some bizarre shiny outfit. His paramour appears to have makeup on and is also wearing bizarre outfits. And they're holding this baby. I don't even know their names. I think they're social media stars. They're holding they got two babies out of it. And they're holding up the baby, not just to the presents and the decorations, but they're holding up the baby to the camera because they want to get social media clout. And you just look at these guys, and you notice they're not the bourgeois kind of gays. You know, they're not the gays who wear business suits who, other than this one weird thing, basically are kind of normal. These are really decadent-looking people who should not have babies. Any person with a semi-functioning conscience, certainly any person who's ever been around a baby and knows the kind of things babies need, looks at this and says, this should be illegal. These people should be punished for doing this. These guys have absolutely no business with a baby. How did they acquire the babies? And you can say all sorts of things. They acquired the babies because we've redefined marriage. They acquired the babies because of the sexual revolution. They acquired the babies because of a degradation of morality. They acquired the babies because of a recession of public Christianity. You can go on and on and on. There is a technological answer here. The way that homosexual guys have been able to acquire babies is, one, by changing the adoption laws, but two, increasingly, because you can now make a baby in a petri dish. You need to text Knowles, Knowles, to 989898. This July, there is a global summit of BRICS nations in Rio de Janeiro. The bloc of emerging powers, including China, Russia, India, and Iran, are meeting with the goal of displacing the US dollar as the global currency. They're calling this the Rio Reset. As BRICS nations push forward with their plans, global demand for US dollars will decrease, bringing down the value of the dollars in your savings. While this transition will not happen overnight, the Rio Reset in July marks a pivotal moment when BRICS objectives move decisively from theoretical possibility toward reality. Learn if diversifying your savings into gold is right for you. Birch Gold Group can help you move your hard-earned savings into a tax-sheltered IRA in precious metals. Claim your free info kit on gold by texting my name, Knowles, Knowles, to 989898 with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Thousands of happy customers. Let Birch Gold arm you with a free, no-obligation info kit on owning gold before July and the Rio Reset. You know, I've been very happy to have a fair bit of gold in my portfolio. Text Knowles, Knowles, to 989898. Why is this happening now? When you see this kind of social problem so horrifying? Well, part of the answer is because technology changed less than 50 years ago. 50 years ago, this would not have been possible. But in 1978, we loosened our bioethical standards and we advanced in technology, and we came to the point as a society where we said it is technologically possible and morally acceptable to create a baby in a petri dish. And now that we've done that long enough, there is no technological barrier. There's no physical barrier for two fellas not to have a baby. They can't do it the natural way, which was what prevented guys who obviously are unfit to have children for millennia from acquiring children. Now that barrier is gone. So it requires, as technology advances, that can be a good thing for civilization or it can be a very bad thing for civilization. As technology advances, one has to have a clearer moral vision. One has to have greater personal discipline. One has to attain greater responsibility. And we're not doing that. We're doing the opposite. We are clouding our moral vision. We are shoving off responsibility. We are allowing the corrosive acid of liberal ideology to melt down all of the things that used to make us behave in our society. At the very same time, it's a perfect storm as technology is advancing, which means you're going to see more of that. It's revolting. Anyone who's spent any time with a baby knows a baby needs a mother. Okay? And if you're going to give babies to any pair of fellas, it shouldn't be the ones who are so indulgent, so decadent, so over the top. So it shouldn't be those guys, right? But what do you do about it as a the only way to deal with it now is to circumscribe people's autonomy and license. The only way to deal with that now is to put some limits on the uses of technology. Are we a responsible, morally clear enough society to do that? Is that even possible right now? Open question. It's one of the big open questions, frankly, of the Trump era. That was a great clip. Now, stop and ring the bell and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.